Their dynamic turns into a comedy of disaster. Superman says, "Stop." Krypto charges. Superman says, "Hide." Krypto runs straight into danger.
Crypto! No! Leave it!
To save Krypto, and to prove he's not the monster the world thinks he is, Superman makes a shocking move. He surrenders. He walks into the Metropolis police station with his hands raised. "I'll cooperate," he tells the chief, "but I need one thing. Let me face Lex. I'm getting my dog back." At the Pentagon, General Flagg buys Lex's lies. He decides Superman is a potential threat and hands him over to Lex for better monitoring. Superman is cuffed with kryptonite restraints and loaded onto a military transport plane headed for Lex's coastal base. The moment the plane lands, Lex throws him through a special portal, and Superman is instantly transported into the Pocket Universe. The Element Man, obeying Lex's orders, transforms into kryptonite the second Superman arrives. Green light floods the air. Superman's strength drains away. His legs buckle. He drops to his knees, too weak even to lift his head. A massive screen lights up in the distance. Lex appears, laughing.
Maybe I'll kill Clark Kent next.
Then Lex crosses the line. He brings in a completely unrelated civilian, Mary. Mary is just a restaurant waitress. Months earlier, a lost Superman once stopped at her diner, and she offered him a hamburger. That tiny moment of kindness is enough for Lex to target her. Lex presses a gun to her head.
Tell him nothing, Superman. I have no family or nothing.
Luthor, don't do this.
You eating my food was a great honor, Superman. No.
Got lucky on that one.
No, Luthor, don't do this. Please.
Let's try another question, Joey Superman.
Superman stares at Mary's terrified eyes. His chest tightens with pain. But he won't give up the Kent family's location because he knows that's Lex's true target. The countdown ends. Lex pulls the trigger. Mary collapses in blood, eyes wide open in fear. That moment breaks something inside the Element Man. He's a father, too. Watching an innocent person die pushes his conscience past its limit. Quietly, he drops the kryptonite form. And when Lex isn't looking, he uses nanobots to write 4 words on the ground. "Save my son." Superman understands instantly. In a weak voice, he answers, "Help me escape, and I swear I'll get your son back." The Element Man nods. His nanobots reorganize, and he creates a miniature sun. Not as powerful as a real yellow sun, but enough to give Superman a spark of strength. Superman rises. He shatters a nearby transparent cage with one punch, lifts the Element Man's 5-year-old son into his arms, and sprints toward Krypto's cage. Krypto sees him and lunges with excitement, nearly knocking the child into a nearby proton reactor. Superman steadies himself, holds the boy with one arm, grabs Krypto by the scruff with the other, and runs for the portal. They burst out of the prison area and immediately get blocked by Lex's Raptor squad, fully armed soldiers using weapons loaded with kryptonite bullets. They open fire. Superman shields the child with his own body, stepping backward under the hail of shots, forced deeper into the proton reactor's core zone. And then he sees it. At the far end of the reactor is a black hole nearly 10 kilometers wide. The gravity grows stronger by the second. Machines, stones, debris. The Element Man transforms into an octopus-like form, wrapping long tentacles around Superman's legs to pull him back. Superman clutches the boy and grips Krypto as the black hole drags them forward. And Krypto, still being Krypto, bites at the tentacles and nearly tears them. Superman yells, forcing him to stop. In the final second, when they are about to be swallowed, Superman takes a breath and unleashes an Arctic blast, freezing the gravitational pull just long enough to create an opening. The Element Man yanks them free. They sprint for the portal, and just before the black hole surges again, they escape. Back in the real world, Jimmy sends Eve's selfies to Lois Lane, and the truth finally surfaces. Lois sees the contracts, the weapon vault, the portal details, and everything clicks. She contacts Perry White, the editor, in, Chief, and rushes into the Daily Planet with Jimmy. They extract the hidden information from each photo, contracts, activation codes, transaction records, and publish a full report. Lois also tries to reach the Justice Gang, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific, a hero team funded by Lex's organization to handle everyday crises. At first, Green Lantern and Hawkgirl refuse. They believe the Superman colonization story and think Superman deserves what he's getting. But Mr. Terrific never buys it. He planted a micro-tracker on Superman and traces the signal to Lex's coastal base. Then he takes Lois and Jimmy in his self-built supersonic craft and races to the location. The ship lands outside the base. Mr. Terrific activates stealth mode and slips past patrols.
When creating a pocket universe, if you are just one picometer off, you will have a black hole where Earth used to be. And every time you enter or exit, you risk tearing a hole in the fabric of reality.
You're kidding.
It's the type of reckless science Lex Luthor specializes in.
He orders his robot assistant to hack the system and crack the portal controls. At the same time, he calls Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. Lex is fueling war and tearing open dimensional space. If we don't move now, Earth is done. That wakes them up. They head for the base. The moment Superman bursts out of the portal with Krypto, the Element Man, and the child, Lex explodes with rage and launches his final plan, the dimensional rift. The ground at the coastal base begins to quake violently. A massive crack splits open, and black energy pours out like blood from the planet itself. The rift expands at 20 meters per second, crawling toward Metropolis. Skyscrapers get sliced in half and collapse like dominoes. Concrete and steel rain down. People scream. Streets flood with panic. Highways jam into deadlock. A 30-story office tower tips toward a packed freeway. A woman's car stalls at the exact worst moment. She turns the key again and again. Nothing. And then Superman appears in front of her, braces his arms against the falling building, veins bulging, sweat pouring down his face, refusing to let go. He holds the tower long enough for her to restart the engine and escape. Someone records it, uploads it, and suddenly the hate starts cracking. If he wanted to rule Earth, why would he save us? Maybe the message was fake. Maybe Superman was framed. But Superman doesn't get a second to breathe. Ultraman and the engineer drop from the sky. The final battle begins. Ultraman is faster now, stronger. Lex adjusts tactics through drone feed, directing Ultraman to target Superman's weak points. The engineer transforms into a massive mech form. Her arms become nanoblades, slashing at Superman like chainsaws. Superman is fighting two monsters while trying to protect civilians. He can't keep up. Ultraman lands a crushing punch to Superman's chest. Superman spits blood. Ultraman pins him, raises his fist for the finishing blow, and Green Lantern arrives. A glowing energy shield blocks the strike.
Superman couldn't make it, so you got an upgrade.
Mr. Terrific rushes into the control room to decode the rift shutdown. The Element Man shifts into armored steel form to hold off guards, and Hawkgirl flies straight to the Baravian front line, because amid the dimensional chaos, Gorkas orders a total assault on Jarhanpur, slaughtering civilians.